Next question. It's a very good question again.
Like I've created an equation. I feel that 7 is the right answer. Then I can proceed.
नहीं ठीक है, explain करो. What was your equation and how
Like
did you
1260
come to the equation?
like normal sum of like we have the sum of AP, right? So 1260 is equal to n into 2a plus n minus n minus 1
नहीं.
into 3.
I'm asking you to explain to everyone. So please start with the very start, very basic.
Okay, like we have the sum of AP as 630.
630
and common
is actually arranged in a row for a group photograph session, right? Each row contains 3 fewer children than the row in front of it, right?
Yeah.
So I will assume that let's say we have say A students in first row, and let's say we have a total of n number of rows, because this is what you have to calculate, right? Which means first row mein A hai, second row mein we have 3 fewer students. We will have A minus 3 in the second row. Then we will have A minus 6, A minus 9, and so on and so forth, right? And in sabka sum has to be 630. So 630 should be equals to what? Total rows kitni? Total rows I am saying n rows, right? Which means A kitni baar aayega? A will come for n times. So this is NA minus first mein 0 hai. So 3, 6, 9, theek hai? So this is 3 into 1, 3 into 2, 3 into 3. So last time kya hoga? 3 into n minus 1.
Yeah.
Right? Then I will just take 3 common. This is 1 plus 2 plus 3 till n minus 1. Sum of n minus 1 natural numbers is n minus 1 into n by 2. Right? Yeah. Now this is the only equation that we get. And we have to find that which number of rows is not possible. So that is the only thing you have to do. And now you just have to substitute and check which value is not possible. So let's say n is equals to 3. So basically, you have to check for the value of A, right? For which value of n, A is not an integer. So what I'll do is, maybe I'll just simplify this. A की value क्या हो जाएगी? Or maybe say this is 1260 is equals to 2NA minus 3 into n into n minus 1. So A is nothing but 1260 plus 3n into n minus 1 divided by 2n, right? Clear? So now you have to choose that value of n for which ye wala expression is not an integer. So first thing, of course, this is nothing but, isko bhi simplify kar lo, this is 630 by n plus 3 into n minus 1 by n. Correct? So 630 ke factors, yes, 7 is a factor, 6 bhi factor hai, right? Let's check 630 ke factors kya. It is 3 into 210. So again 3 into 70, 3 square into 5 into 14. Right? So I can very clearly say that n ki value 6 nahi ho sakti, because if value of n is 6, then ye cheez integer nahi ho rahi. But yeah, again, for example, 5 is a factor, 2 bhi factor hai, 4 is again not a factor of it, right? So what you'll have to do is, like, you will just have to check for all the values of n key, for which value of n this is not an integer. So I think some of you are saying n equals to 4, and I think some of you are saying n equals to 6. These are the two options that we are getting. So what we'll have to do is, see, यहाँ पे ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि this is some integer, this is some fraction, and then this is some fraction, but then if you actually add them, this turns out to be an integer. So eventually the sum matters and not the individual fractions. So we'll have to substitute say n equals to 4. So if you put n equals to 4, you get, oh sorry, this is 3 by 2, na? This is 3 by 2 into n minus 1. Correct. So for example, if you put n equals to 4 here, you will get 1260 plus 4 into 3, 12, 3 is 36. So this is 1296 divided by 8. Is this divisible by 8? 8 3 is 24, 5 6 8 7 is 56. So yes, this is divisible by 8, which means 4 is possible. But if you put n equals to 6, this will not be divisible by any number. Because if you put n equals to 6 here, you can check. ये कितना हुआ? 6 into 5, 30, 30 into 3, 90. 60 plus 90 is 13 to 3 divided by 12. Then this is not divisible by 4. Hence, n equals to 6 is not possible.
So, can we say that for n is equals to 6, one of them is an integer and the other term is a fraction, so it is not possible?
Yes, that also you can directly do. Okay, 630 by n is an integer, but dusra wala will be a fraction, so it's not possible. You can basically play around with this to find out ki kaun si value ke liye this is a fraction. And for the students who have gotten 4, Abhinay, 4 kaise aaya, Naman? So moving further, let's try to find some general terms here. Naman?
Yes, sir.
बताओ. So first
Sir,
में तुमको
for
क्या पैटर्न दिख रहा है?
2n plus 1.
सबको दिख रहा है, right? This is basically odd numbers. So 2n plus 1 या minus 1, that we will see. First term 3 है, 1 नहीं है, इसलिए it is 2n plus 1. ये सबका हो गया? Good.
Yes.
नमन second में क्या पैटर्न है?
Sir, n square minus n.
n square minus n कह रहे हो, ठीक है? एक बार चेक करें नमन. Let's put n equals to 1. 3 आ रहा है.
Sir, n square minus 1. Sorry, n square minus 1.
n square minus 1. एक बार चेक करो फिर से.
n square plus 2n.
Wait. Let Naman answer. हाँ Naman. So n square minus 1 ये कैसे आया तुम्हारा? Like you are very close.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If I put the value of n equal to 2, 2 square minus 1 equal to 3, and if I put the value of n is equal to 3, then its value is 8.
No, but see, you're saying that this is the nth term, right? तुमसे पूछा
Yes,
गया,
sir.
you have to find nth term. So which means if you have to calculate the first term, you will put n equals to 1 and not n equals to 2 here, right? T1
Yes.
is what? 1 square minus 1, which is actually coming out to be 0, but it is 3 here. So यहाँ पे n नहीं आएगा, here it will be something else. So you are like very correct कि this is 2 square minus 1, this is 3 square minus 1, this is 4 square minus 1, this is 5 square minus 1. But then
Yes.
first term के लिए 2 square आया, second term के लिए 3 square आया, third term के लिए 4 square आया, fourth term के लिए 5 square आया. तो nth term के लिए क्या आएगा? n plus 1 square minus 1 होगा.
Yes, sir.
Clear? So that if you put n equals to 1 here, तो ये 2 square minus 1 का pattern बनेगा, which is nothing but n square plus 2n. This one?
Sir, I am trying now.
Okay, ठीक है. So another important learning, अगर मतलब pattern नहीं दिखे, so क्या कर सकते हो तुम लोग? Go by that coefficient method. 3 plus 8 plus 15 plus 24. First order difference कितना है? 5, 7, 9. Second order difference 2, 2. इसका मतलब clear हो जाता है कि it has to be a second degree polynomial. ठीक है, यहाँ से तुमको hint मिल जाता है that you have to think in the direction of n square. And then either you can go by standard method an square plus bn plus c या फिर pattern visualize कर लो. Similarly यहाँ से अगर तुम देखोगे 8, 20, 38, then कितना हुआ ये 12 and 18, then 6 6 आएगा. So basically third degree में जाके it will start becoming same. तो यहाँ से hint मिल जाना चाहिए कि यार n cube है. So now n cube जैसे click हुआ, ये चीज click हो जानी चाहिए कि this is 1 cube plus 1, this is 2 cube plus 2, this is 3 cube plus 3, this is 4 cube plus 4. So tn will be n cube plus n. Plus ये series हमने अभी already देख ली है, so याद हो जाना चाहिए था. Find this. And I've given you both the methods directly, so just try finding the general term. Plus consider कि ये question exam में आया है ना, तो don't waste more than 15-20 seconds to identify the pattern. Pattern नहीं मिल रहा, go with the method 2. Difference देखो कहाँ पे बराबर आ रहा है. Take the general term and put the values of n and find. And always check your general term by at least putting 1 or 2 values. Here all I want from you is to find the general term. That's it. Sum तो फिर निकाल दोगे. Okay. Anusha, please explain. कैसे किया तुमने?
Sir, I took the difference
Okay.
in the first step. So later on, it is in the pattern of 2 cube minus. Okay, the first difference is 6.
Mm-hmm.
Second is 18. Yeah, third is 30.
Okay.
40. Yeah. Then the 6, 18, and 30, we saw it in that starting that it's in a pattern of 2 cube minus. So I applied that.
This is 2 cube minus 2, 6. What is 13? Is it 3 cube minus 3?
No, 3 cube minus 3 square. That's why
What about 30?
it'll be 4 cube minus 4 square. 4 minus. No.
Not coming.
Okay.
Isn't this 6 into 1, 6 into 3, 6 into 5, 6 into 7? Otherwise, what was the difference method that I said? You just keep on doing it unless you find
Until we get same difference from
correct.
the
So if you just do it again, what is the difference coming out to be?
4.
4.
12. No. I mean
Yeah, do. This is 12.
12.
This is 12. This is 12. So now can you apply coefficient method, which is you just generalize the term.
Yes.
What will be the generic term?
A into
So in the second order, we have found the constant, which means it has to be a degree 2 polynomial. Now, how do we write the general term? We have solved enough questions on this. How do you write a general term of a 2-degree polynomial? See, general term, either it should be a n square plus bn plus c. General term will be ax square plus bx plus c, right? We have also covered quadratic equation. Isn't this the general form of a quadratic equation? Alternatively,
yes.
here, if you have to write the general term, I've explained this, you will put a into n minus 1 into n minus 2 plus b into n minus 1 plus c. Why? Because if you're going to put n equals to 1, these two terms will get cancelled and you will directly get the value of c. If you put n equals to 2, this will get cancelled, you will directly get the value of b. And then you know b and c, if you put n equals to 3, you will get the value of a. So this is the only method we have been following in the last 3-4 questions. So now what do? You just, maybe let me try to solve this. We have figured कि second order में जाके difference is same. So Tn has to be a into n minus 1 into n minus 2 plus b into n minus 1 plus c. Then putting n equals to 1, it has to be 2. So c will be equals to 2 directly. Then if you put n equals to 2, it is 8. This is gone. B plus 2 is 8, so b has to be 6. Then if you put n equals to 3, it is 26. This is 12 plus 2, 14. 26 minus 14 is 12. So if you put n equals to 3 here, this is 2a. 2a is equals to 12, so a has to be 6. This is what you get. Tn, itna samajh mein aaya tha? It was a, it was b, it was c. First term is 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So first term nikalne ke liye, you will have to put n equals to 1 here because this is Tn. If you put n equals to 1,
Okay.
this is 0. This is 0.
Okay.
So 2 is equals to c. Then
Okay.
second term kya hai? Second term is 8. If you put n equals to 2 here, this is 0 because you have a factor of n minus 2. This will be 2 minus 1, 1. So this is b plus c. C की value 2 थी, तो b कितना हो गया? B is 6. Then you find
Okay.
T3.
Okay.
T3 is 26. यहाँ पे put n equals to 3. This is 2 into 1. So 2a plus 2b plus c. b की value कितनी है? 6. So 12 plus 2, 14.
And it's equal to.
So a has to be equals to 6. So now you just take the summation. Summation कितना हो जाएगा? जो भी ये value आता है, इसको simplify करने का है. You get 6 of n minus 1 common. This is n minus 2 plus 1. This is also n minus 1 square plus c कितना था? C was 2. Correct? So this is nothing but 6n square. N square minus 2n. So this is minus 12n plus 8. Correct? So Sn कितना हो जाएगा? 6 into summation of n square. N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. 6 will get cancelled. Minus 6 into n plus 1 plus 8n. Now you just have to put n equals to 30 here and then get the final answer. जो भी आता है, that will be your answer. Clear? Tn निकाला, Tn के ऊपर हमने summation का formula लगा दिया and calculated it. So moving further, let's solve this. It's a common series. मतलब ठीक है, you can go by the general term, but ये सबको पता होना चाहिए कि what is it. It's मतलब ये तो सबको आना चाहिए. What is 3? 3 is 1 plus 2. What is 6? 6 is 1 plus 2 plus 3. What is 10? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. What is 15? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So Tn is nothing but sum of n terms, which is n into n plus 1 by 2. right? So T15 will be 35 into 36 by 2, which is 35 into 18, which is 630. Now you know Tn. Tn is n into n plus 1 by 2. So Sn क्या होगा? Summation लगा दो. Half common लेके summation of n square plus summation of n. N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 plus n into n plus 1 by 2. Put n equals to 35. So see, this is nothing but 1. 3 is 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 plus 3. It's a very familiar series. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So Tn will be sum of n numbers, which is n into n plus 1 by 2. Or another method is go by difference. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then second order difference will be 1, 1, 1. So it has to be a degree 2 polynomial. You can a into n minus 1 into n minus 2, or you can then start calculating कि क्या हो सकता है ये. If it's a second degree polynomial. यश अगर Tn आ रहा है तो Sn निकालने वाला चीज मतलब हम बहुत बार कर लिए. अगर मुझे Tn पता है n into n plus 1 by 2, मैं Sn कैसे निकालता हूँ?
Summation of all the t.
Summation of Tn. इसका मतलब summation of this. इसका
Yes.
summation कैसे करोगे? हाफ कॉमन आ जाएगा. Summation of n into n plus 1, which is summation of n square plus summation of n. हाफ कॉमन आ गया. Summation of n square क्या होता है? n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. And n goes from 1 to where? 35, right? तुमको sum of 35 terms निकालना है. Sn नहीं निकालना है, 35 निकालना है. So it is simply n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 plus n into n plus 1 by 2. Just solve this.
Okay, sir.
Clear, Yash?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But try to visualize the series. इतना पढ़ने के बाद अपना series याद हो जानी चाहिए. It is 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 plus 3. So moving further, find Tn. So yes, answer is one thing is if you can directly visualize 3, 7, 15, click ho jana chahiye. This is 3 is nothing but 4 minus 1, which is 2 square minus 1. This is 2 cube minus 1. This is 2 to the power 4 minus 1. This is 2 to the power 5 minus 1, and so on and so forth. Right? Which means Tn is nothing but 2 to the power n minus 1. Method 1. Method 2, start taking differences. 4, 8, 16. So in the first difference itself, you are having a GP. अभी तक हमने किया था AP वाले. तो जब भी polynomial होता है, we always look for AP. कि कौन से difference में AP बन रहा है. But यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? First order में you are getting a GP. So if you try now, you will never be able to find a common difference यहाँ पे, क्योंकि this is not a linear polynomial function. First difference में अगर GP बन रहा है, तो like you can note this. Then general term is जो GP की जनरल टर्म होती है a into r to the power n, ठीक है, -1 plus, because it is a first degree, so you just write bn plus c. Had it been a second degree, so it would have been bn square plus cn plus d. Because first degree में तुम्हारा GP बना है, so general term is general term of a GP plus a linear polynomial, which is bn plus c. You can choose to remove -1 because it will be consumed in C. It's just a constant. So this is the general term. Then you can try putting value of 1, 2, 3 and also find the expression. Alternatively, method 3, which is a very interesting method, is S क्या है? 1 plus 3 plus 7 plus 15 plus 31. I'm just giving you multiple methods so that you know different possibilities through which you can solve the question. Now you just write this S again, but you just shift it by 1. 1 plus 3 plus 7 plus 15 plus so on. इसकी हमको Tn terms तक निकालना है, so this is Tn. This will be Tn minus 1 plus Tn. Now you just subtract these two equations. क्या बनेगा? S minus S is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 till Tn minus 1 minus Tn. इस minus Tn को मैं right hand side लाके plus Tn कर दूंगा. What is this? 1 plus, this is what? 2 plus 2 square plus 2 cube. This is second term में it is 2 to the power 1, third term में it is 2 square, so this is what? This will be 2 to the power n minus 1. This is sum of n minus term of a GP. उसका क्या होगा difference? A into r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. So then if you simplify this, yeah, you will get 2 to the power n minus 1 as your general term. So these are different methods to solve any question. Of course, the easiest one is if you can visualize it directly. Yeah, Shantika.
Could you please explain this part? Tm equals to a r to the power n plus bn plus c.
Okay, so that's a new learning. That is the general term. So if you get a GP in the first common difference, so if you took the, so अभी तक क्या हो रहा था, हमारा common difference same आ रहा था. Then we used to take a general term basis the linear polynomial function. But यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, यहाँ पे common difference में तुम्हारा first difference में you are getting a GP in coefficient. 1 and 3 का difference is 2, 3 and 7 का it's 4, 7 and 15 का it's 8, 15 and 31 का it's 16. So if you see ना, तुम्हारा कभी भी ये मतलब कॉमन टर्म आ ही नहीं पाएगा because it is 2, then again it's 4. तो if you वो कभी like polynomial नहीं बनेगा. तो यहाँ पे what do we note कि किस difference में you are getting a GP. यहाँ पे it's a GP with common difference r. So general term is a into r to the power n plus bn plus c. ठीक है, r यहाँ पे 2 है. So this is nothing but ये. So now we have so many methods. कोई भी मेथड लगा के एग्जाम में बस क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना है. Clear? Can we move on? So moving further, it's just a concept. I think we all have already understood and mastered this. Now we are expert कि हम denominator को कैसे split करते हैं, right? It's 24, 3 into 8. ऊपर 5 create किया, right? And divide by 5 कर दिया. So this is nothing but this, right? Or I can also write this in the form of this or this basis की next term क्या है. So these are just how do we split the denominator. So now solve this question. I think we have already done this, right? ये हम already कर चुके हैं ना? What's the answer? जल्दी बता दो. 1. It is till 20 terms, not infinite.
20 by 21.
20 by 21.
20 by 21, right? This is 1 into 2,
20 by 21.
3 into 4. Last में होगा 20 into 21. So क्या हो जाएगा? 1 minus 1 by 21. It is. ठीक है? Done. So moving further, let's solve some interesting questions now. And you can only apply one thing to note. Like you can only apply this when the successive term starts from the last one. For example, यहाँ पे 1 into 2y. So this should start from 2. तभी वो 2 cancel होगा. So it is 2 into 3. And then this should start from 3. 3 into 4. वरना वो cancel नहीं होगा. So you can't say कि यार if this is 2 into 3, this is 4 into 5, this is 6 into 7, then you cannot apply this method. This method is only applicable when जो last term है वो next का first term बनेगा. Else this is not applicable. So yeah, moving back to the question. Try to create a pattern कि last term next का first term हो जाए. How can this happen? And then difference should be in the numerator. Try करो कि कैसे multiply कर सकते हो denominator में split 4. अब 4 के दो ही factors होंगे, या तो 2 into 2 होगा या 1 into 4 होगा. 2 into 2 same तो लेना नहीं है, so it will be 1 into 4. If 4 is 1 into 4, 36 को you have to put it in the form of 4 into something. So 36 क्या 4 into something की form में आ सकता है? Yes, it is 4 into 9. If it is 4 into 9, 144 को 9 की terms में split करना है. It is 9 into 16. Then 400 is what? 16 into जो भी आ रहा है 16 into 25 and so on and so forth. That is the hint. And check करो कि denominator की terms का difference numerator में already है या नहीं है. If it's 1 into 4, difference is 3. It is already there in the numerator. Kanishk wrong. 36 was 4 into 9. Difference is 5. 5 already है. So now it means सब कुछ sorted है. First term minus last term will be the answer. बस last term visualize कर लो कि last term क्या आएगा. 30th term क्या होगी. Answer is 960 by 961. I think we are just about to finish. Not much has been left. the students who are hungry, we will finish it. So let's do this question. ये हो गया ना सबसे? This was 1 into 4, 4 into 9, 9 into 16. तो 30th term में क्या आएगा? How do we see? Second term is 2 square into 3 square. Third term is 3 square into 4 square. The 30th term will be 30 square into 31 square. Difference 4 into 1 का difference is 3. 9 and 4 का difference is 5. 16 और 9 का difference is 7. So this is nothing but 1 by 1 minus 1 by 31 square, which is 961. Answer is 960 by 961. ठीक है? Next question. चलो, let's see this question. क्या लिखा क्या है ये? Like, what is this exactly? We have two ways to solve this. One is Tn is what? This is 2 square, 6 square. So one is you just write general term, or alternative is 2 square minus 1 is what? 2 minus 1 into 2 plus 1, which is 1 into 3. This is what? 3 into 5. This is what? 5 into 7. Plus last term क्या? 1 by 19 into 21. मुझे पता है जो टर्म खत्म हो रही है वही सेकंड टर्म रिपीट हो रही है, so difference is 2. I will just multiply by 2 and divide by 2, right? Then what is this? This is nothing but 1 minus 1 by 21, so answer is 10 by 21. Here same concept, we have solved infinite questions of this variation जो काफी important होता है. Now comes a very interesting question. Just 4 more questions left, guys. Everyone should be very excited. ठीक है, let's see. It was a perfect question of number system combined with sequential series. क्या करना है? How many arithmetic progressions can be formed from the elements of S that start with 1 and end with 1000? Which means first term 1 होनी चाहिए and last term should be 1000, and it has to be AP, and कम से कम at least 3 elements होने चाहिए. ठीक है? So I will say कि यार this has to be my last term. First term is 1 plus n minus 1 into D. I don't know D. D can be anything. Base is D, values change हो जाएगी, right? So now what do I do? This is what? 999. So n is what? 999 by D plus 1. This is the value of n. For n to be an integer, I know D has to be a multiple of 999, right? So now my question is like very simple. I just have to calculate the factors of 999. Now what is 999? 999 is nothing but, I can see 9 एक factor है, 3 भी होगा. So 9 into 3, 27 is a factor. 3 cube into 37. That is what is n, right? N is 3 cube into 37. Now if n is 3 cube into 37, इसके number of factors कितने? Number of factors is 3 plus 1, 4 into 2, 8. It has a total of 8 factors, which means D can possibly take 8 values, and for every value of D, we will have one integral value of n. So that is what my AP will be. However, there is one constraint that I have not used. It has at least 3 elements. So now let's see if D is 1. If D is 1, then एक का common difference है, which means यही मेरी arithmetic progression है, 1, 2, 3, 4 till 1000. But if D is say 999, if D is 999, I will have n equals to 2. So I will only have 2 elements, which is 1 and 1000. So I know I should have at least 3 elements. So I have to eliminate one case when D is 999, right? So D के total कितने factors थे? 8 factors थे, out of which I will have to remove one, which is 999. So final number of factors or the possible values for D is 7. That is what will be my final answer, 7. Okay, so moving further, let's solve this question. It's a very classy problem. Try to solve it. So now let me try to explain. See, this is clear. You have to apply AM greater than equals to GM, right? Because the hence, that is, these are positive real numbers and minimum पूछा है, which means you have to finally say 1 plus P into 1 plus Q into 1 plus R into 1 plus S has to be greater than equals to this format, 1 plus some constant PQRS to the power M. This is the format in which you have to bring this inequality. Then you can say that minimum possibility क्या होगी, right? Now how do you break this? ये clear है कि you have to eventually break it into PQRS. So first thing, you can't apply AMGM यहाँ पे, right? Else it will be 1 plus P into 1 plus Q. तो वहाँ पे applicable नहीं होगा. AMGM के लिए you have to have a summation format here. So you will just simplify this thing. तो ये simplified करके क्या होगा? You can see 1 तो आ गया, 1 is here. Then one thing is you just simplify this, or second is you just act smart and then you take symmetry. So this is sum of all the 4 terms plus दोनों terms multiply होगी p into q and then 1 into 1. So it is pq plus say pr plus say ps. Similarly qr something something something, right? तो उस टाइप से करके you will have some terms here. ये clear है कि sum of two terms taken at a time, sum of 3 terms taken at a time होगा. So यहाँ से for example when you are just taking one term, right? So what you are actually doing is you are just taking one value out of 4, right? You're just saying कि 4c1 base में you can just choose one value जिससे तुमको p उठाना है, right? And then बाकी will be constant. So hence there are 4 terms. Here what you are actually doing is you're taking 2 values out of the 4 expressions कि यार 4c2 base में I will just take any 2 values and then बाकी सबका मैं constant कर दूंगा. So यहाँ से I know कि there will be in total 6 terms. If you want to write it, you can say QR, QS, and then RS. These will be 3, but you should be able to visualize using PNC concept. Similarly, now you have to take 3 terms at a time. So there will be 4C3, a total of 4 terms. Something like PQR plus PRS plus PQS plus QRS, right? उतना लिखने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. I'm just writing it for your sense. Plus sum of the terms taken 4 at a time, which is PQRS. ये क्लियर है? आई एम जस्ट ओपनिंग द ब्रैकेट इन द फास्टेस्ट पॉसिबल वे. तुम खोल भी सकते हो इसको इंडिविजुअली और दिस इज हाउ इट विल ओपन. एमजीएम लगाओ ना, मतलब एमजीएम लगाने के लिए पहले यू हैव टू ब्रेक दिस, यू हैव टू सिंप्लीफाई दिस इन अ फॉर्मेट, राइट? वरना एमजीएम कहां पे लगाओगे? देखो एमजीएम लगाने के लिए यू शुड हैव सम टर्म्स, राइट? सो आर यू सेइंग कि तुम इस पे लगाओगे 1 plus p plus 1 plus q? If you apply here you will not get such terms, right? p q r s. To be able to apply GM, AMGM and then reach to this point, तुमको P, Q, R, S सबको separate करना पड़ेगा, right? ताकि then तुम AMGM लगा दो and then terms just get combined. क्योंकि this is your final desired form. So what I am doing is I am just simplifying this expression so that I know कि total कितनी terms हो जाएगी, right?
Yes. हाँ.
So now can all of you count how many total terms are there? 4C0 plus 4C1 plus 4C2 plus 4C3 plus 4C4. How many total terms are there?
16.
2 to the power 4 using binomial expression. 4C0 plus 4C1 plus 4C2 plus 4C3 plus 4C4 is equals to 2 to the power 4. In total we have how many terms? 16 terms. But I know मुझे desired में 1 बाहर रखना है. So I will just keep 1 outside and this is what? And this is a total of 15 terms, right? Now I'll try to apply AMGM on these 15 terms. Right, because मुझे eventually इन सबको इस format में लेके आना है अभी, right? So what I'll say is these are 15 terms, so this should be divided by 15. This is the aim. ये clear है सबको? Aim of these 15 terms is nothing but sum of all the terms divided by 15. Now this has to be greater than equals to what? GM. अब GM वाली term सोचो क्या आएगी? You will have to multiply all of these terms by symmetry. You can say P, Q, R, S सबकी पावर कुछ कांस्टेंट आएगा, right? By symmetry. Okay, maybe let's go this way. कुछ P, Q, R, S सबकी पावर आएगी, then इसकी पावर will be 1 by 15 because there are 15 terms. Now P की पावर, Q की पावर, R की पावर and S की पावर will be exactly same because of symmetry. So now all you have to do is to calculate कि P की total कितनी पावर्स है. यहाँ से it is 1. यहाँ पे you have 3 terms of P. So 1 plus 3. यहाँ पे भी you will have 3 terms of P, 3, और यहाँ पे you will have 1 term of P, right? So in total you will have how many terms of P? 8 terms of P जो multiply होगी. So in total you will get P to the power 8, Q to the power 8, R to the power 8 and S to the power 8, which is nothing but P, Q, R, S to the power 15. Sorry, 8 by 15, right? And because ये 1 था, so this becomes greater than equals to, ये denominator का 15 यहाँ जाएगा. So this is 15 PQRS to the power 8 by 15 plus 1. So your K is 15 and your M is 8 by 15. If you multiply them, 15 will get cancelled and answer will be 8. A brilliant question. पहले AMGM लगाने के लिए इसको इंडिविजुअल ब्रेक कर लिया, देन सिंपली AMGM अप्लाई किया. AMGM के लिए नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स पता होनी चाहिए थी. उसके लिए आपने ये यूज्ड PNC 4C1 4C2 3 4 टोटल 15 टर्म्स है. So by 15 greater than equals to multiplication to the power 1 by 15. This is GM. अब बाय सिमेट्री इक्वेशन से जो p की पावर होगी वही q का पावर होगा, वही r का होगा, वही s का होगा. p का पावर कितना है, यहाँ पे गलती नहीं करनी है. फर्स्ट एक्सप्रेशन में एक है क्योंकि इट्स जस्ट सम ऑफ ऑल द इंडिविजुअल टर्म्स. सेकंड में 3 टर्म्स होगी. आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू वो कैसे आ रहा है. सो पे अटेंशन. व्हाट वी आर सेइंग इज दिस इज am, राइट? तो gm क्या होगा? ये मैंने इंडिविजुअल टर्म्स किया है. सो gm विल बी okay, I'll just write it here. p into q, p into q into r into s into pq into pr into s, जितनी भी टर्म्स है इंडिविजुअली, और ये सारी टर्म्स मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगी, राइट? राइट? gm के लिए all the terms get multiplied to the power 1 by 15. Now when you're multiplying all the terms, what you will do is you will just say कि जो भी p की terms है, you will just count them, right? So for example, p when multiplied by pq, this will give you p square q, which when multiplied by pr will give pq. This is p to the power 4, p to the power 5, p to the power 6, p to the power 7, and this is p to the power 8. So in total, I have counted ki how many terms have p in it, so that when you multiply them, you will have that power of p. Hence p to the power 8, because in total there were 8 terms out of 15 which had p in it. Next question. And this is definitely one of the advanced applications. How do you solve it? Let's not touch pen and paper. Let's try to just visualize the question and solve it orally. So see, A1, 2, 3, 4 are in AP, right? I'll not be repeating this. So you have to understand it in the very first attempt. These terms are in AP, and A1 plus A5 plus A10 plus A15, 20, 24 is equals to 224. First thing that should be clicked is yes, A1 first term, and you have to find the sum of 24 terms, right? So because these terms are in AP, can I say A1 plus A24 is equals to A2 plus A23 plus A3 plus A22, and so on and so forth, because these terms are in AP, right? So from here I can say A1 plus A24 is equals to A5, A1 plus A24 is equals to A5 plus A20 is equals to A10 plus A15, right? So these are basically 3 pairs which are equal, which means let's say A1 plus A24 is equals to X. So this is basically 3X is equals to 225, because we have 3 pairs here, which means X is equals to 75. X is what? Sum of a pair. Finally पूछा गया है A1 plus A2 till A24. Here also you have 12 pairs. A1 plus A24 is a pair. A2 plus A23 is a pair, right? These are even terms. So 12 की pairs बनेंगे. In total you will have 12 pairs. So you have to find sum of 12 pairs. ठीक है? एक पेयर का सम कितना है? एक पेयर का वैल्यू कितना है? 75 हमने कैलकुलेट किया. So 12 pairs का सम कितना होगा? 12 into 75, which is 750 plus 150. Hence the answer is 900, which is D. Us to the last question of the day. Fair. Anshika, let's start.
So 2m is equal to 6 plus n.
Very good. 2m is equal to 6 plus n.
N square is equal to m into 6.
N square is equals to 16m.
Then n square is equal to, फिर substitute किया
Okay.
m की value.
तो क्या आया?
N is equal to 56.
N square is equals to?
N is equal to 56.
कैसे आया एक बार बताओ. सब्स्टिट्यूट कैसे किया? 16m की जगह क्या आया?
M is equal to 6 plus n by 2.
ये 6 plus n by 2 ऐसा?
Yes sir. फिर
हाँ बताओ फिर कैसे सॉल्व किया? कितना आता है? 8n plus 48. इधर ही कर लो साथ में. You can solve it directly on the board. इसको सॉल्व करने पे n की क्या वैल्यूज आई?
12 sir.
सर 12 8n को 12 minus 4 कर लेंगे.
ठीक है, तो n की वैल्यू कितनी आई?
7.
This is simple, right? 12 4s are 48, so this is
Sir 12.
correct, because n is positive, so n has to be 12. n minus 4 तो हो नहीं सकता. ठीक है, अभी तुम्हारा n आ गया 12. m कितना हुआ?
Then
m9 आ गया. So m plus n कितना हो गया?
sir -4 वाली वैल्यू से भी m निकालेंगे.
माइनस, अच्छा -4 वाली वैल्यू से भी निकालेंगे, बट उसकी निकालने की नीड है. मैक्सिमम पूछा है, मैक्सिमम तो तभी आएगा जब n पॉजिटिव होगा, राइट? उस दूसरे केस में मैक्सिमम नहीं आएगा. सो मैक्सिमम कितना हो गया? 12 plus 9.
108.
नहीं, 12 plus 9. It's not 12 into 10. 12 plus 9 is
21.
21. Very good. So answer is 21. And I think this was a 20-30 seconds question for everyone else, but बहुत time लगाया. So अब बताओ what is your confidence level on this? हमने काफी questions कर लिए हैं on sequenceries, and this covers the topic.